The XNAP token acts as the lifeblood of this ecosystem. It is both a utility and governance token, meaning holders will be able to use it for staking, voting on platform decisions, earning rewards, and accessing premium analytics or signal features. The token's total supply is reportedly 1.25 billion XNAP, although the circulating supply and vesting schedule are still unclear. Early reports suggest that a significant portion of the tokens are set aside for community incentives, staking rewards, and ecosystem growth, while others will go toward team allocation, liquidity provision, and marketing initiatives. The project's distribution strategy included an airdrop through Binance's Alpha platform, which immediately gave it a wave of exposure across the crypto community. However, as with many new launches, airdrops also attract speculators hoping for a quick flip, which can lead to high volatility once the token begins trading freely. When it comes to tokenomics, the design appears ambitious but somewhat vague at this early stage. The utility structure depends heavily on the success of the SnapX app itself. If users adopt the platform, demand for XNAP increases. If not, the token risks becoming just another speculative asset. The white paper mentions governance rights for holders, staking programs that allow passive income generation, and reward pools for traders who contribute valuable insights or data to the network. These mechanisms are designed to encourage engagement and community participation. However, without transparency about team allocation percentages or token unlock schedules, investors face uncertainty about potential dilution or supply shocks in the future. The project's success will therefore depend not only on technical innovation but also on transparent communication and sustainable token distribution. In terms of technology and functionality, SnapX claims to integrate AI-driven analytics, real-time market data, and social sentiment tracking within its ecosystem. The app's goal is to analyze trending tokens, influencer discussions, and on-chain transactions to create a ranking system that highlights which projects are gaining momentum. Imagine a platform where, instead of scrolling through countless Telegram groups, Discord chats, and Twitter threads, you get a clean dashboard showing what's hot, who's talking about it, and whether on-chain activity supports that buzz. If implemented effectively, this could help traders identify early-stage gems while avoiding potential scams or pump-and-dump traps that plague the meme coin market. SnapX also plans to connect directly with Telegram, one of the crypto community's largest communication hubs, creating an in-app trading and tracking experience within the chat ecosystem itself. This integration aligns with the trend of mini-apps, smaller, modular Web3 apps that live inside social platforms like Telegram or Discord, making crypto participation more interactive and accessible. The market potential for XNAP depends largely on timing and execution. The project enters a crowded yet booming niche, social trading combined with AI analytics and meme coin speculation. With platforms like SolSnapper, DickScreener, and Birdeye already analyzing on-chain data, SnapX differentiates itself by adding the social engagement layer, turning traders into content creators and influencers into market signal amplifiers. If SnapX successfully builds a loyal user base and gains traction among retail traders and calls, it could become a central hub for real-time sentiment tracking and trading signals. The demand for such platforms has skyrocketed as traders look for the next PEPE, next BONK, or next DOGE style moonshot coin before mainstream awareness kicks in. By combining that hunger for alpha with tokenized incentives, XNAP could carve out a strong position in the Web3 social analytics market. However, the risks are just as significant as the opportunities. The first major concern is transparency. According to some public reports, SnapX's founding team has not been clearly identified, and little information exists about its core developers or financial backers. In the crypto world, anonymity can sometimes be acceptable. After all, Bitcoin's creator, Satoshi Nakamoto, is still unknown, but in 2025's regulatory climate, lack of disclosure often raises red flags. Without an identifiable leadership structure or verifiable partnerships, it's hard for investors to gauge accountability, credibility, or long-term vision. Projects without visible founders are more prone to rug pulls, mismanagement, or abandonment if the market turns against them. The second issue lies in liquidity and market conditions. Early data from aggregator sites like CoinGecko and MEXC suggest that XNAP's trading liquidity remains low, with volumes under a few $1 million and sometimes even negligible trading activity on smaller pairs. That means investors could face slippage or even be unable to exit positions during volatile swings. Low liquidity often correlates with high risk. While it may allow rapid price spikes during hype phases, it also means equally rapid collapses when enthusiasm fades. Until XNAP secures listings on top-tier exchanges such as Binance, Kraken, or KuCoin, its price discovery will remain fragile and easily manipulated. Some reports indicate that SnapX has been included in Binance's Alpha airdrop initiative, which can serve as a stepping stone toward a main exchange listing if the project maintains momentum. Another challenge is token dilution and investor psychology. With a total supply exceeding 1 billion tokens and uncertain circulation details, investors worry about how many coins could eventually flood the market. If early investors or team members hold large locked allocations, eventual unlock events could create massive sell pressure, undermining price stability. This has been a recurring problem for many early-stage projects. Excitement builds, price pumps after listing, and then as tokens unlock, the market experiences a cascade of selling. Without a transparent vesting roadmap, such risks remain unpredictable. Furthermore, if XNAP's utility doesn't expand quickly enough, holders may lose confidence, leading to sell-offs and erosion of community trust. Despite these challenges, the upside scenario for XNAP remains intriguing. If the team delivers on its promise and the SnapX app becomes a go-to tool for traders, the token could see real, organic demand. Utility is the ultimate differentiator in crypto. A token that powers transactions, access, or rewards within a vibrant ecosystem can sustain long-term value even beyond hype cycles. If XNAP manages to evolve into a hub for discovering early meme coins, tracking whale wallets, and following verified trader performance, it could fill a major gap in the market. The combination of AI analytics and social engagement is powerful, especially as traders increasingly rely on influencers and algorithmic insights rather than traditional fundamental analysis. For XNAP to succeed, it must convert curiosity into real user activity, onboarding thousands of traders, calls, and projects who find value in its data, not just its marketing. From an investment perspective, XNAP falls into the high-risk, high-reward category. It may be ideal for traders who enjoy speculative plays, airdrop farming, or early-stage venture bets within crypto. However, for long-term investors seeking proven fundamentals, XNAP's lack of a track record and transparent documentation makes it a questionable choice until the project matures. The optimal strategy may be short-term participation during its early hype cycle, joining the community, monitoring liquidity growth, and potentially staking small amounts to test utility rather than making heavy commitments before official audits, full listings, or roadmap achievements are confirmed. As always, proper risk management is essential, setting stop losses, tracking token unlocks, and diversifying across multiple assets can mitigate exposure. The broader market context also plays a massive role in XNAP's fate. The crypto industry in late 2025 is entering a new cycle shaped by institutional adoption, Bitcoin ETFs, and the rise of decentralized AI applications. Altcoins and meme tokens have seen repeated surges as retail traders return to the market seeking explosive gains. If this trend continues, tokens like XNAP, which combine speculation, social engagement, and AI narratives, could perform exceptionally well during bullish waves. Conversely, in a market correction or risk-off environment, speculative tokens often experience the harshest drawdowns. Therefore, XNAP's trajectory is closely tied to overall sentiment and liquidity in the crypto ecosystem. As for competitors, XNAP isn't alone in this race. Platforms such as LunarCash, Nansen AI, and Dextos already offer sentiment analysis and on-chain tracking services, some with their own tokens or premium subscriptions. What SnapX must do differently is build a strong, gamified community where engagement directly translates into value for users, something traditional analytics platforms lack. If XNAP can make trading insights social, interactive, and rewarding, it could carve out a niche that blends entertainment with utility, the sweet spot of modern crypto culture. Imagine an ecosystem where a trader's insight earns them tokens, their signals are ranked on a leaderboard, and every interaction strengthens the overall data engine. That's the vision. SnapX hints at though turning that vision into reality will require execution, funding, and community trust.